From Joburg, South Africa, this is The Get Up on TransAfrica Radio.
That is DJ Double D, One for the Team, featuring the Les, Gemini, Major, and Younger. DJ Double D, born and raised in Johannesburg, Johannesburg, as you would call it. He's on the line. DJ Double D, how you doing?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm great, man. This lockdown has not got you down, has it?
Nah, come on. Lockdown can't lock me down. Come on, let's go.
That's what's up. So, I want to dive straight into it. Let's take it back to 2010 when you first started out. Let's talk about the Flying Dutchman.
Yes,
what is the Flying Dutchman?
So basically, it's basically a little dance crew, right? That I was a part of in high school. So I was a DJ. I was doing all the edits. You know what I mean? So that's how I kind of came into this thing. You know, DJing. I've always wanted to DJ.
Yeah.
And then fast forward a couple of years, you know, just playing around in virtual DJ, you know, like most of us do.
Yes.
Then fast forward a couple of years, I got the opportunity to work with Fifth Season, who I actually partnered up with on the song. I got to work with Benza and their team.
Yes.
For AKA on a campaign as a graphic designer, right? So I actually came into the main industry on the mainstream as a graphic designer, right? Yeah. So then, worked there for like about a year and a half. And then I was given the opportunity by Deleuze to be his official DJ. Because obviously we're all family, you know.
Yes.
We're all family. So we just like they all knew I was a DJ. I was pushing my own gigs on the side, you know, on the weekends, you know, doing my thing, trying to get by, you know. And then, I got the opportunity. I was in Mozambique with Les. Les's DJ missed his flight. And, he was like, can you play for me? I'm like, yeah. You know, I got your stuff. Let's go. And the chemistry was just like really, really good.
Oh, that's great.
So we just decided to run it out. And then, here we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So now you're a graphic designer, you're a DJ, you're a sound engineer, you run NSDJ tools. There's a DJing school.
Yes,
How do you manage all of this?
Hey, we don't sleep. We don't sleep in the north. We're trying to get that paper, you know what I mean? Now my thing is just like, I don't know. I just like, I've always been a type of guy that's very hands-on, that I would say that like, I don't like to just sit around. So like when we're all at F2D and like coming up and all that, like, it wasn't like people were thinking, it was like a team of 100 people or something. Literally, it wasn't really a big team. It was just like everyone doing a lot of things. You know what I mean? So if you don't know, there's YouTube, there's online courses, there's whatever. The colleges, go find out, go figure out, come back once you know how to do it, and let's rock. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the mentality we came up with, you know?
Definitely, man. You definitely need to be. We're in the slash era where you have to be a DJ / sound engineer / this / that. You know,
like if you really want to make that paper, like to be very honest with you, in this industry, you can't just think you're gonna DJ and you're gonna be a multimillionaire. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So,
Now, in 2018, you resigned from Fresh to Deaf. What is the reason for you leaving? I mean, it felt like the end of an era there, man.
Most people did say that. Well, obviously, you know, it just gets to a point in your career where you want to grow, you want to do more. And like I was at that point in my career where I felt like I was doing a lot at F2D, and I just felt like I wanted to expand my horizons. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I wouldn't say bored, but I love to like always fill up my time, you know? So I had so many offers from so many other artists to like mix and master their songs, and like record them and just work on their projects, executive produce their projects. And obviously my agreement with F2D had me a bit tied down, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So it was a thing like, let's, the whole F2D thing was actually a thing of like, let's get us ready to open our own companies, you know, and our own labels. That was a whole vision for F2D. That's why Gemini Major left shortly before me. He opened his record label. Younger did the same thing.
Nice.
And then I had to follow, you know. So Les was just grooming us, getting us ready, teaching us the ins and outs of the industry. And then I just felt like I was at that point where I could do it, you know, on my own.
You could do it
and
solo.
I still have a great relationship with F2D. It's just I'm not under them anymore. I still very much, they're my family, you know.
They're still family.
Les
yes.
is my big brother, you know. I'm at Les's house pretty much every day. You know, we talk every day, we working, you know, so nothing's really changed. It's just I'm under my own label now.
All right. Yeah. So what is the name of the label? And do you have a team you're already working with?
Yeah, so basically the label is called Mont Blanc Media. It's actually a media company as well, where I do all my services, the mixing, the mastering, the graphic design, all of that. And then Northside DJ Tools is a division. My DJ portal is a division of Mont Blanc Media, you know. So I actually started Mont Blanc Media with a couple of friends of mine, you know, guys I grew up with.
Oh,
so
nice.
It was really special, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much my team. Like my team, it's people I've been with from the jump, you know, and I'm really excited to have partnered up with this season on this single of mine now, because they've also always been a part of my journey. Like it's been like my second home. I could always go to them if I needed something or if I didn't know something. They were always there for me.
They've always been your go-to. Now, you say the name of your company is Northside DJ Tools. Now, the crazy thing is when I announced on my social media that you're going to be coming in, people are saying that you are the North Jesus. Since the Les is the North God, you are proclaimed as the North Jesus. What is the North?
Yeah.
Please balance people that don't know what the North is.
So basically the North is the north of Johannesburg, you know. It's just our little like family, you know, if you want to call it that, you know. North side, it's, you know, everybody associates it with that luxury life, you know. Les has created an image for it that is very extravagant and very luxurious, you know what I mean? So I was born and raised in the North. I was born in Sandton and raised, pretty much have lived in Sandton and the north of Johannesburg my whole life, you know. Went to school here, you know. So it's just like, it's a culture thing. It's become like a culture thing. It's become like our identity, you know. Like, we'll die for the North, you know. This is our hope, you know. So, yeah.
I agree with that. So the North Jesus name, you agree with it? Is it a yes?
Yeah, I don't mind that, you know. I got to carry on the legacy, you know. Les is obviously known as the North God, and, that's my big brother, you know. He's pretty much taught me everything I know, you know. And I definitely want to carry on his legacy. Like trust me, when Les is done, I'm gonna take over the all white parties. Catch all white parties at Double D's crib.
My man. All right. Yeah. So earlier this year, you announced a deal with Pioneer. Please just unpack that one for us. Sure. Explain to us what that deal is.
Yeah. So basically, I was really, really fortunate and lucky to partner up with Pioneer DJ Institute. I actually went and did a course there back in 2014. So they've also still been like a part of my journey, you know. And when I went there, they were just new in the country. They just got the rights, you know. They were coming into it. So you know, I've grown with them, you know. So it's really been great. We've always spoken about doing things, and I've always done things now and again with them because they contribute to the DJ culture really, really well, you know. They have so many courses. You can go for production courses. You can go for any courses on DJing, advanced, basic, whatever you need, you know. So they approached me and they were like, yo, we really want to do a hip hop course. We've never done a hip hop course. Oh, nice. And we'd love to do it with you, you know. So I was really thrilled for that opportunity, you know, because the first hip-hop course in South Africa for Pioneer DJ under that brand, you know, it's a very well-established brand. And, you know, now I have a course with them. You can sign up. It's in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Durban. We are trying to roll it out to more cities, but obviously because of these tough times, it's kind of slowed us down a bit. But as soon as these times are over, we're gonna get the course going again. We've had so many enrollments, so many
That's
young
great.
DJs wanting to learn. It's really exciting. So yeah.
That is so beautiful, man. That is absolutely beautiful. Now, for this next question, I want to put you on the spot, right? So you've worked with so many artists. You've worked with a lot of artists, a lot of legends, if I may use the word. Now, what is one crazy story that you can tell us while you were working with any artist?
One crazy story. Okay. I must say one time that really comes to mind always when I'd say working with the artist is. It's actually not a bad story or really crazy. It's when we made Lifestyle. We made that song literally people don't believe us when we tell the story, but literally myself, Gemini Major, and Deleuze, we came back from the club at 5 a.m. We were super lit. We're done, you know what I mean? But the vibes were just there. It was just everyone left, and then myself, Gemini, and Les stayed at the studio, and we literally made Lifestyle in 15 minutes.
You lie.
Literally 15 minutes, we made it, the energy, and we did that intoxicated.
Wow.
So it was really after we listened back to it, we're it's probably going to be average, we're very lit. And then, the next morning when we listen back, we're like, what?
It's actually a smash.
And, Lifestyle, it's a huge, huge song. So, it just was, it was a really good memory,
Oh, man. That's actually a very great story, man. That's actually a very great story. Now, let's talk about the new single, Grocery Store. What's the story behind the single? How did you guys put it together?
So basically, Grocery Store, right? I heard the hook of the song and the unfinished work of it and production of it was Zuchi in studio a couple months ago, right? And then Zuchi was like, I'm trying to do this joint, but it doesn't really fit for my album. At the time, he was making Anxiety, right?
Okay.
So it wasn't really fitting with his stuff. I'm like, but bro, this is hard. We got to wrap this up and we got to put it out,
Yes.
Then he was like, dope. Nothing really came of it at the time. Then fast forward a couple weeks later, Benza from Fifth Season sent me the track with a verse from Benny Afro on it. He's like, I heard you dig the joint. What do you think of Benny's verse on it? I heard Benny's verse, and Benny, his songwriting ability is really
it's just amazing,
crazy. So exactly, so he just took what Zuchi did, and he really just he grew onto that, and then it was such a crazy verse. I was like, we need Manu Worldstar on it, so we got Manu Worldstar, and then Grocery Store was born, so it was very effortless, if I could say that, working with the guys. They're very young, they're very hungry, so it was very easy. We're all young, we're all around 23 years old, 22 years old, 24 years old, so we're very young and hungry, so we're hungry to work. We had no problems. There's no drama. Let's not release now. Let's, everybody was down.
Everybody's just down to work. But in terms of, let's put Grocery Store aside, how difficult is it to put a collaboration of this magnitude together? I mean, you've put together a few other collaborations like this. So has it been easy for you to get these collaborations together, or are there ones that are really difficult?
Obviously, there's a few that get really difficult sometimes, but if it gets difficult, it's more of a schedule thing type thing. We all have busy schedules. But for me, when we make music, it's very organic. It's with people that we hang out with, or that we've had long-standing relationships with, or even just people that we maybe not have known for that long, but we just had the same vision, that thing where you just click with that person,
Yes.
So I love to make music like that. I feel like I'll never ever release music that I felt has been forced.
Yes.
Or because I've realized, and I've seen from past experience working with other artists, it doesn't work, So it's always important to keep the vibes organic, keep the energy natural, you know, and then trust me, you'll have a smash hit. So that's how I felt with Grocery Store. You know, these guys made it so effortless, and we're all on the same page, you know, and it just makes it a lot easier.
Makes it super, super easy. And I've heard rumors of DJ Double D dropping an album pretty soon.
Yeah. So the album definitely. There's actually a lot of music. Hall of Fame 3 with myself and Les. We're gonna wrap that up.
Okay.
This year, you know, done Hall of Fame 1 that went gold. Hall of Fame 2 was hosted by American DJ Envy.
Nice.
And now we just want to wrap up the trilogy. There's going to be a lot of new wave artists on that album. But yeah, and then my album is going to be coming. And then I'm also going to be dropping a whole bunch of singles. You know, I've got so much music. I've been sitting on a lot of music, you know, just trying to get my company ready, you know, just aligning myself, because doing it independently is obviously very hard, you know.
Yes, it is.
But, you know, I really wanted to make sure that when I do release the album, it's proper, you know. And, you know, I partnered with The Season on this particular single. And who knows, I might even partner with The Season on my album, you know, because working with them has been so smooth and so great, you know.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Shout out to The Season. You know, they're so professional. And, yeah, you know, I feel like it's very important. If you're going to release an album, you got to do it properly.
You need to have the right team behind you, man. And Fifth Season is sounding like the right team. So if I'm a new age artist right now and I just heard about this Hall of Fame 3 and I want to get in touch with you and work with you, how do I do that?
So you can hit me up on Twitter and all of that, you know, at DJDWD. Always like, people are always DMing me, tweeting me their links, you know. I do always check it out, you know, because I also obviously have my African DJ portal, you know, the first African DJ portal that I have, that I created. So I'm always looking for content for that portal, because it showcases African music, you know. So I'm always checking out music. So you can send me a link, or you can email me. That email address is in my bio in Instagram and in Twitter. So bookings at DJDWD.
That's
and then
dope,
send me what you got.
That's dope, man. So apart from the album and new music, what is next for the DJ D Double brand?
So we're gonna be working with a couple of big brands, you know. I'm really excited, you know. I can't say too much about it right now.
I mean, you can give us an exclusive. It don't hurt.
I'm gonna be working with a couple of alcohol brands, you know. I'm really, really excited for that, you know. And also we just, you know, I'm growing my DJ portal, you know. It's the first ever African DJ portal. You know, I have it's been around as a mailing list for a couple of years. Now it's actually a website. People can subscribe to that, get access to all African DJ packs. So if you're a DJ, radio compiler, or just a music lover and you want the instrumentals, acapellas, whatever, it's all there. www.northsidedjtools.com. And yeah, so it's just about growing, you know. Obviously with these tough times, it's really tough to know when we're gonna obviously be able to move, and you know, but I've obviously re-strategized, and if obviously this continues for longer, trust me, it's not gonna stop music coming from me. That's and videos coming from me. So just check out my social media.
That's
Your video is going to drop real soon.
That's what I love to hear. That's definitely what I love to hear. DJ Double D, thank you very much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank
you.
It's a pleasure, man. Here is the single DJ Double D featuring Zuchi Coke Dope, Benny Afro, and Manu Worldstar. It is called Grocery Store.
Beauty and the Beast, would you let me in tonight? I've been working hard, try to keep us all alive. Beauty and the Beast, would you let me in tonight?
What it do? What it do? How you feel? What's the deal? It is TY, aka Abuti Broadway, aka TY Savage, aka your Thanga Papi on the radio, and you can catch me every single morning from 5 a.m. till 8 a.m. on the Get Up Baby Central African Time on the station of the GOD's TransAfrica Radio. One voice, one Africa.
TransAfrica Radio. Made in Africa.
Trans.